First of all, as a secretariat, we have been doing quite a lot of work. Last year, we carried out a research in the country, but of course we did it in Kampala, Buganda and Busoga, and the purpose was to find out why we didn't do well in the last elections, in the 2021 elections. Because the president has, from time and again, guided us on mobilization, that it is important to always first find out what are the key issues, the needs of the people, what affects the people, what do people want, what are their challenges, and if we can, find ways of resolving or find solutions to the needs of the people. So because of that, it is the reason we came up with that kind of activity and we carried out a research. And in this research, we discovered, among others, that our structures need to be revitalized. We also discovered that probably there is some kind of lack of information that flows down to the structures to be able to do a right job for the party. But we also discovered that our people tend not to appreciate what the NRM government is doing for them because they don't seem to know what is happening. Probably the leaders are not doing their part to be able to inform the people what the government ought to even show or even guide them on how they can participate and get involved in government programs. So because of that, we realized that it was necessary for us to reach out to the people. We have always been meeting leaders, but I think there has been some gap. So we realized that this time around, we need to go beyond the district and reach out to the people up to the constituency level. So we are conducting a countrywide constituency mobilization program. This program is going to enable us to reach out to all leaders right from the village. So we are meeting leaders from the village level, from the parish level, the sub-county level, up to the district level, including all the MPs of those various constituencies. This program, we have already designed the country into 31 zones. And these zones, we have distributed ourselves in how we are, on how we and on how we are going to manage this activity. But the good thing is we are not going to start all the constituencies at a go. We have decided to start with a few constituencies in Kampala, some constituencies in Busoga, and some constituencies in Uganda. But of course, it is a program that we are going to roll out to the entire country. And we pray and believe that by the end of next year, we shall have completed the whole country. This activity is going to, first of all, help us to create a platform for community discussions on service delivery, political, social, and economic concerns, and of course, accountabilities. We are also going to create a platform for discussion and resolution of internal contradictions in order to promote productive coexistence and build cohesion among members and leaders, because we have noted that many of our people, particularly NRM, the conflicts and internal contradictions are what affect our support, because if our people continue fighting amongst themselves, that is where we get challenges. So we think as a party, it is important to awaken our people and remind them that NRM is a big family that needs to work together and unite. And if we work as a united force, we shall not have challenges. So we are looking at ensuring that our people, particularly the NRM leaders and other members in the party, work as a team. We want to bridge the information and communication gap between the Secretariat and the grassroots structures on party and manifesto implementation matters. You'll agree with me that the manifesto the government is implementing is a manifesto of the NRM party, which is in power. So we must make sure that we follow up and monitor and see what's happening. Because at the end of the day, we are answerable, we are accountable to the people of Uganda. When we reach 2026, Ugandans will want to know or to see whether we have been able to implement our manifesto. So as a party, we are cognizant of that fact, and we are ready to ensure that we go out to the to the grassroots and see what is happening. Are our people happy about what we are doing? If not, what is the problem? Because it is our responsibility as a secretariat to be able to bring forth what we see on the ground to the leadership in government in order to implement our manifesto. So we also feel that once we do this, we shall be able to achieve our objective. We hope that the leaders we meet need also to appreciate their roles and responsibilities, because we have party structures who probably sometimes may not even know what kind of role they have to play in as far as monitoring the service delivery and as far as ensuring that our manifesto is implemented. So we need to also to share with them their roles and responsibilities in order for us to achieve our goal. So the categories of people that we intend to meet, Mr. Sam Eyenga is going to tell the kind of categories of people we shall meet when we get to the ground, because we would have loved to invite everybody. We would have loved to invite all the members, the supporters of NRM, but it may not be possible. So we are going to meet leaders, like I've said, right from the village level, but of course in categories. Now, for instance, I've talked about where we are going to start from. In Kampala, we are going to cover the constituencies in Kampala, in the central region, in Kampala, because of course it is also in the central region. Then we are going to cover Wakiso district, we are going to cover Mukono district, and all the constituencies they are in. Then in Busoga, we are going to look at Greater Kamuli and the districts that are in Greater Kamuli. So those are the constituencies that we are going to meet for this first leg, which is like, I don't want to call it a pilot arrangement, because we have been, as a party, as a secretariat, we have been mobilizing and moving to the parts of the country. But of course, this is a special countrywide program that is intended to try and revitalize our structures, but more so to look at the service delivery and implementation of our manifesto. So I'm going to give our senior manager to show the kind of people, the categories that will be involved in these meetings. But I also want to indicate that in these meetings, definitely, we shall expect the RDCs to be part of these meetings, because as representatives of His Excellency the President in the districts, of course, they are responsible. And we want to get the status of this manifesto implementation and service delivery in all these districts, in these constituencies. So they have to be part of these meetings in order to help us understand what's happening and where the challenges are and what we must be able to do. Because the President has made it categorically clear that we need to identify the needs and the legitimate concerns of the people in order for us to deal with them. And at the end of the day, the major mission, our major mission, is to ensure that 2026 is won by the NRM party. I also want to add that this activity is starting actually tomorrow, because tomorrow we are starting with Kawempe. That is where we shall be. And of course, this activity will run from 20th up to the 26th of May. So by 26th, we shall have at least done this first leg. But I want to assure the country that this activity is going to be carried out in all the 353 constituencies of Uganda. Of course, you'll agree with me that there are quite a number of questions, many questions that people want to ask, or people have continuously asked. So we as a party are ready to respond and to answer these questions when we get to the constituencies. So I believe the leadership in the various constituencies are going to prepare the questions that they want us to answer, but also other issues to do with the well-being or the welfare, or the well-being of our people in regard to services like the parish development model, the Myoga programs, and all the other programs that the NRM government has put in place this time around. Because many questions have been asked, people want to know what's going on, and many of our leaders probably also lack information. So as we go, when we go as a secretariat, we are going to help our people, particularly our leaders, to understand issues to do with the parish development model, to understand issues to do with all those other programs, and what we expect from them as leaders of the party. So we pray and hope that this will be a very successful activity that will really help our party, particularly in these regions where probably our support was somehow not so good. But I want to assure the public that by 2026, we shall have achieved our objectives, and we pray all will be well. Thank you very much.
We are organizing this countrywide mobilization drive. But there are specific people that we are targeting to meet that we believe will be able to represent the views of the general public. So these are the categories. We shall be having to interact with the members of parliament, the NRM members of parliament, and the flag bearers in those areas where the members of parliament are opposition. So members of parliament who are NRM, and in the situation where in the constituencies that we have opposition, we shall be interacting with the flag bearers. Because this is purely an NRM activity. We shall also be interacting with the NRM District Executive Committee. And this meeting is going to be one. All these members are going to be attending these meetings at the constituency level. The District Executive Committee of NRM, which is composed of 7 people, plus the League of Women League, the Youth League, and then the administrators of the NRM administrators in the district and the registrars. We shall also be meeting with the district and city councillors who are NRM. So in all these districts where we're going, we'll be expecting the NRM district councillors and the flag bearers where the councillorship is opposition. So where the councillor is opposition, the flag bearer of NRM for that electoral position will be attending this meeting. We shall also be calling upon the LOC5 chairpersons, the mayors, and the situation where the LOC5 is not NRM, or where the mayor is not NRM, the flag bearer for the position of mayorship or the position of LOC5 will be the one attending the meeting. We shall also be, like the Honorable has said, we shall be expecting in this meeting to have the RDC or the RCC in the situation of cities, the DPC, the DSO, and this one we will expect them to attend, and the LOC5. Then the chairpersons of the youth and women councils, we'll be expecting them to attend these meetings. The municipal and all city division mayors and flag bearers, we'll also be expecting them to attend these meetings. The municipal or city division leaders, executive, these are NRM leadership, executive members, would also be expecting them to attend these meetings. And municipal councillors and flag bearers. Municipal councillors who are NRM, and in a situation where the councillor for a particular electoral position is opposition, the flag bearer for that position will be the one attending this meeting. We shall also be expecting the leadership from the sub-county level, the NRM leadership at the sub-county level, the chairperson and his deck, and those at the town council, and those at municipal division levels, plus their registrars, plus the registrars of those sub-counties. We shall be expecting them also to attend these meetings. Then the LOC3 chairperson, who is NRM, will also be attending these meetings, the LOC3 chairperson. And in the situation where the LOC3 chairperson is an opposition, the flag bearer for the LOC3 position in that sub-county will be the one attending the meeting. In the sub-county, we shall be also expecting the sub-county councillors. Equally, we'll be expecting the town council councillors who are NRM to attend these meetings. At the parish level, we will be expecting the NRM parish chairperson and then the LOC 2 chairpersons. These ones are important because you know we have the flagship program for this manifesto period, 2021 to 2026, being the parish development model. And in the parish development model, the parish chief and the parish LOC2 chairperson are critical in the implementation. We are also adding our NRM chairperson at the parish to attend this meeting because we'll be having to deliberate on how these job and then wealth creation programs of government are performing at parish level. We will, in the parish level, be expecting the chairpersons of the Women League to join the meeting, the youth, people with the disabilities, and the elderly league to be joining the meeting. In the village, we're expecting the NRM village chairpersons. So the NRM village chairperson of the constituencies that we shall be holding these meetings will be invited to attend the meetings. And then we shall also be inviting at least 10 opinion leaders. 10 opinion leaders in these constituencies that represent different interest groups, religious, cultural, business, border groups, to attend this meeting. So in terms of the categories of people who are expected to attend these meetings, those are the ones that we have highlighted above. Thank you.